Hello everyone. Today, you can see that I am in Diamond Armor because today we will be testing out 15 fins that you can put at the bottom of your pits, and I will also be giving them a rating between 1 and 10 on how effective they are. So, our first one I just call a very long fall, and for this one you just dig a very deep hole, and if we test it, we die. But I decided just to give this one an effectiveness of 6 because the way to avoid this one, you can have just water, a totem, or slow fallen, or feather fallen. So there's a lot of ways that you can avoid dying to these. This next one is the good old lava pit. For this one, you just put lava at the bottom of wherever you're making the other person fall. If you jump in, obviously we die slowly. Just gonna speed this up. But I just gave this a rating of 5 because there is a lot of ways to avoid this. And those are fire resistance, a totem. You could also just break the blocks, and also water. Now this next one is soul sand and wither roses. And for this one, you just put soul sand at the bottom of the pit and put your wither roses on top. Now if we hop on top of these, they'll actually kill me a little bit faster than the lava was doing. And I think that's pretty good because fire resistance won't save you against wither roses. But there are some drawbacks to this one, which I will list. What you can do to avoid this is break the roses. You can also have a totem. And you can also just break out. And also water if you just place it above. But I gave this a rating of 7 because these are actually pretty effective at killing someone. They kill about close to the same rate as lava, and with this diamond armor on, and fire resistance can't save you from it. But what I also like about this is that for your soul sand, you can collect their items when they die because you can put hoppers below it. And next on the list is pufferfish. These are very deadly and kill you pretty fast. And it's kind of hard to escape because you're in lava. But these are actually killing me a little bit slower than I thought, but they'll eventually get it. And I will die a horrible death from pufferfish. But there are some ways you can avoid this. If I get over here, what you can do is you can kill the pufferfish. No, can't fit that. Fin on there. And they actually have low HP, so it is actually kind of easy to kill them. But what you can also do is, if you have an elytra on, I think you can just fly out. But other than that, you would probably be dead. Next on the list is fire on magma blocks. Now this is not very good. All you do is place magma blocks down and put fire on top of them because fire will burn forever on top of magma blocks. But if you go down, oh no, I'm slowly dying. barely noticeable. Yeah, this is not very good. So I just go into creative because it's not killing me fast enough. There's a lot of ways you can avoid this, which I will list after I get into survival. But you can set out the fire, get fire resistance. You could also have a tow temp. And once you get the fire out, you can literally just crouch on the magma blocks and they won't kill you. But yeah, don't do this as a pit. It looks like it would actually do some damage, but it's not actually that good. Next on the list is damage potions. This one is actually pretty effective. If we hop down, we die almost instantly. I'm almost willing to give this a 10, but not quite. Now, I think the only way you can actually avoid this is if you have an elytra. I think flying out is the only way you can actually avoid this if you're good enough with an elytra. But if you have them timed the dispensers timed correctly, they're gonna die if they fall in that pit. Next on the list is suffocation. I like to actually use this one a lot. I'm just gonna press this button down here, and sand falls on our head, and it's pretty hard to escape from these because if you have enough sand, they'll slowly die. But if they have a good enough shovel, or you didn't put enough sand in them, they are able to escape. So some potential ways you can escape this is a good shovel. You can also place something such as a torch beneath you, and then all the sand that falls on you will break. And I think that is all the things that could save you. Okay, and I give this an effectiveness on 7 because it kind of depends on how much sand you put. Like, obviously I didn't put enough sand because I got out with 1 heart left, but if you put enough sand, it will be more effective. But players can get out with a good shovel, so keep that in mind. Next up, we have zombie pigmen, and for this one, all you need to do is put zombie pigmen in a pit, because if you're good enough at trapping, the player will probably be pretty surprised that they fall down in a pit, and they see these mobs will probably accidentally punch one, and then they'll make a pretty bad mistake. The pigmen will kill them. These guys actually aren't doing that much damage, but yeah, it is pretty effective actually. But some drawbacks to this. Oh, this is very far over there. Some drawbacks to this are you can just kill the pigmen. Also, you could fly out with an elytra if you're good enough with those. You could also just not punch them, but that's pretty hard to do because you'll be kind of surprised when you fall down a pit with a lot of zombie pigmen in it. I think that will do it for that one. And I give this a 9 on the effectiveness scale because I think it actually is kind of effective. Next on the list is TNT dispensers. Now if we look down here, all you need is some tripwires to activate it and dispensers in the corner and some little redstone hidden. But if we hop down here, a lot of TNT will be dispensed, and yeah, it only did half their damage. But if they're stupid enough, they'll walk anyway and die. So, I really thought that would blow me up, but apparently not. But some drawbacks to it are obviously just not activating it twice. I think you can just rig it up so that it fires 2 fins of TNT, but I'll just ignore that for now. But you can fly out, can have a totem, and I think blast protection will help you avoid that, and yeah, I think that's it. Next on the list is fire charge dispensers. For this one, you need some pressure plates and a lot of redstone wiring to make the dispensers fire really fast. But if we go down here, surprising. But there are some drawbacks, like fire resistance will actually make the fire charges be able to do nothing, but also if you have a I forget what it is, totem, then that will also let you get fire resistance, and then you can just get out from there. Also just water, and yeah, I think that's it. Next on our list is cactus or sweet berries, and I just put these in the same category because they are just pretty much the same. They are both awful. If we jump into this cactus pit, then oh no, the cactus is slowly killing us, but we could just hop in the middle and it will do actually nothing. And the same will go for the sweet berries. Go into survival. We hop into here. The sweet berries slowly kill us, but if we just stay still, then nothing happens. So my advice is just not to do any of these because they're just awful. That's why I gave them a 1 on the effectiveness scale. Next up, we have Entity Cramming, and this is the only one that I gave an effectiveness of 10. If we look down there, it's just a bunch of minecarts. But if we hop in, it will kill us really fast. And nothing can actually save it from that. We're not even going to get assigned for the drawbacks because there is none. It will kill you no matter what. But if you want to know how to do that, it makes use of a little game mechanic. When there are a lot of entities in one space, it will start trying to kill them off to make room for them. Like there can only be a specific amount, but minecarts can't die. So if you put a lot of minecarts in there and a player jumps in, it's going to kill them very fast, and there is no way to escape it. Next on our list is a pretty fun one. It is the Fallen Anvil. So if I jump down here and press this button, look above our head, and Anvil comes to squish us. This one is actually it's actually not that effective, but if you manage to kill someone by a Fallen Anvil, then props to you. But the reason it's not very effective is because you can literally just place a block above your head, and the anvil won't kill you. You can also get a totem, and I think that's all. But obviously you want to put it really high so that it does the most damage as possible. I was not in creative. But as you can see, all I did is have a really long redstone torch tower that leads up to this piston, which retracts, and the anvil will fall on the player's head. But still, not the most effective thing. I just gave it a 4. Next up is a little bit of an interesting one. We have end crystals. And if we fall in this pit, They there is a chance that the player might not know what these do and accidentally punch one, but if they do know what they're doing, that they will hop up and place a block. But if we just punch one of these, we will literally just die instantly. Instant death. So that one's a little bit more for stupid players. Well, not really stupid players, but just players that don't have the best idea on how the game works. But some drawbacks to this is you can place water above your head and just go out through that. You could also fly out. I believe a totem would save you from that. And yeah, I think that's it. And last on our list, we have the Infinity Room, which needs no rating. Fall down here, player's going to be very confused, and this is probably the best fin that you could put at the bottom of your pit. But that'll be it for today. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.